Welcome back at the Cruise Dynasty Podcast. We talking football, the fake stuff. We talking fake football. But we're gonna dig in. Like I said, we've already done a few of these episodes, but like this podcast, we just started towards the beginning of the year or middle of the summer, so we missed out on some of these big trades. We talking Matt Ryan today, but before I go on, add the podcast, subscribe, 5-star review. Do it. Do it now. I got Jordan Phillips in the building, back in studio.
Back in the building, baby.
Yeah, doing this junk again. We talking Matt Ryan. Just get traded from the Falcons to the Colts.
The Colts, the best team I think it's the best team he's had around him.
Clearly the best team.
At least in a hot minute.
Because we ain't saying they got a Julio Jones, but the O-line.
O-line's good with the Quentin Nelson.
Yeah.
They got the running back with JT.
Elite players.
Elite defense with Darius Leonard and Bobby Okereke and...
Got Michael Pittman in the building.
Alec
Pierce.
They got the good old rookie Alec Pierce.
T.Y. Hilton come back?
No, I think he retired.
Retired. So that's what Matt Ryan is rolling with. And to me, this is just a win-win for the Colts and Matt Ryan.
Oh, yeah. I feel like the Colts robbed the Falcons for a bit. Just to give up a third, I think.
Mean, the Falcons said they wanted to do right by Matt Ryan. See, that's the kind of stuff that ticks me off. Because I like Matt Ryan, but the Falcons, they need to quit putting their feelings into this stuff. Go out there and get you what Matt Ryan's worth. Even though, you know how it is. You want to do right by him, but hey, I want the Falcons to do good. I want them to get the draft the capital we should have got. We should have went there and we should have traded them to Washington for like a first round or something. I don't know. But
who knows?
Either way, that's neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there.
So Matt Ryan goes to the Colts last year, and he finished as the number 20th quarterback with a poor Falcons team.
It was a worst Falcons roster he's probably had.
So
Pitts was the only weapon.
You know,
maybe throwing Patterson in there.
Obviously, I think he's on like a little bit of a decline. But you know, in 2020, he finished as the number 12 quarterback. 2019, 10. 2018 was number 2. So, I mean, I think he's declined, but...
Oh, yeah, he's declined, but he still has probably
He does better than top 20 this year. He's
He's up there.
You definitely feel good with Matt Ryan as your quarterback, too, in a Superflex.
Oh, yeah.
Sneaky.
I'm getting him late in the drafts because nobody wants him.
Yeah.
Nobody wants Matt Ryan.
Well, heck, I think at least 2 good years at the bare minimum, don't you think?
At the bare minimum, 2 years. At the most, maybe 4 or 5.
There's definitely about to be a smooth transition with Matt Ryan. The offense will be running good. Things will be rolling. Jonathan Taylor will be getting his touches.
Naheem Hines will be getting his touches as well.
Pittman's
going to be...
I've planted my flag on Pittman. This dude is about to be a wide receiver 1 this year.
He's about to blow up.
So, do you agree with me? He could finish in the top 12.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, hey, we're on agreement with that one because
I can see him even finishing in the top 10.
He's basically, I put him at number 14 in my
14
in my dynasty rankings.
It's not a bad starting spot.
Nah, so he's last year finished as the number 17 receiver. Let's see. Yep. Last year finished as the number 17 in the PPR leagues. He had 129 targets, 88 receptions, 1,000 yards, 1,082 yards, scored 6 touchdowns.
Not bad at all.
So he definitely had a good year. That's with Carson Wentz, who does make good plays every now and then, but he's just inconsistent.
Very inconsistent.
And Matt Ryan brings that consistency.
Matt Ryan's very consistent.
Smooth operation. They say he's impressing in workouts.
You know what you're getting from Matt Ryan.
gonna be hitting Michael Pittman on that intermediate route. That's what I'm thinking.
I say, with Matt Ryan, you're getting probably around 4,000 pass yards.
For sure.
Probably around 20 plus touchdowns and around like 10 to 15 interceptions.
Good decision making for sure.
Good. What Carson Wentz threw, like 25 interceptions last year?
And all he had to do at the end of the year was beat Jacksonville the last game of the year, and they were in the playoffs. And he went out there
got smoked.
Went out there and laid a dud, so they
got
rid of
shellacked.
So, what about big NFL wise? Let's talk Matt Ryan. What do you see the Colts? The AFC is stacked, though.
AFC is stacked. They're hands down in their division.
Yeah.
That's not even a question for me.
Yeah, you don't think? What about T-Law? Jacksonville, no chance?
Not this year.
Not this year. What about...
Up and coming, maybe, but not this year.
Who else is in that?
Houston and Tennessee.
Tennessee? You don't think Tennessee? I kind of think they're on the downhill. This might be it.
I'm on the down. I think they're...
So I'm with you. Colts will win that division. I agree.
I think the Colts win that. I think the Colts could possibly go to a conference championship this year or next year.
I feel like you're pretty high on them. I'll put it like this: if this was prime Matt Ryan, I'm saying Super Bowl capabilities.
Oh, I think they still have Super Bowl capabilities. It's just not for like maybe 3 years, 2 or 3 years.
I do think they got the formula. If people stay healthy, they got the back, they got the receiver, they got the O line,
especially
the coach,
especially late in the year with Jonathan Taylor and that cold.
Yeah,
you give it to him; those defense will have to make business decisions.
Yeah, no doubt.
They those first 3 quarters, they're running up. Okay, let's hit this guy. Let's hit this guy. That last quarter, maybe quarter and a half, they're like, do we really want to hit this guy? It hurts in the cold. I don't like this. It hurts in the cold.
You think Jonathan Taylor keeps his, with Matt Ryan coming in, you think he still sees the receptions?
Oh, yeah. Matt Ryan likes to
dump it off. That's what these smart quarterbacks do. They'll dump it off,
And Matt Ryan's also a play-action quarterback. So having a great running back like that with him.
Last year he had 40 receptions. Over or under? Does he get more receptions this year? What do you think? Jonathan Taylor.
I think he gets over.
So we basically see...
I think he gets over.
How does this affect the Falcons? Kyle Pitts, I think he takes a little step back.
Maybe a tiny step back. Well, you
go from Matt Ryan to Marcus Mariota, you kind of take a little bit of a hit. Naturally.
I do like how most mobile quarterbacks, they love their tight ends.
They do. It's like that in Baltimore, for sure.
Definitely
the offense funnels to Mark Andrews.
Kind of like that also in Buffalo. It was like that with Cam Newton with the Panthers.
Yeah.
It was like that I think it was like that with Vic back with the...
Yeah.
It's somewhat
Algie Crumpler? Is that who we talking about? Michael Vick and Algie Crumpler?
Gonzalez.
Nah, Gonzalez wasn't there with Vic.
I think he was there for a year or two with Vic.
Nah. Michael Vick is a long time.
He was. How many years did he play for? How many years did he play for Atlanta?
Man, I don't know, but Matt Ryan was well into his career before Gonzalez got there. I'm pretty sure.
What was Michael Vick?
Do you remember Algie Crumpler? Do you know who I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
That's old school right there, man. That joke is so funny. But yeah, man, Matt Ryan. All right, well, heck, we're high potential on Matty Ice. I think the move was good for the Colts, good for Matt Ryan. Fantasy relevancy for a couple more years at the very least.
Oh yeah, very least.
Best team he's played for by far. From a roster configuration wise. We're not saying there's a Julio out there, but
maybe at least since early on in his career when he had the Julio and the Roddy White and the Tony Gonzalez and the Harry Douglas.
Even then though, they didn't have that defense. So
the Colts have what? They're top 10 in defense, I think.
What tight ends are the Colts rolling in with? The Doyle, is he gone?
I don't know. I think they got Mo Ali Cox there. They drafted Jelani Woods.
Yep.
I think they got Doyle. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, heck, all right then.
We can always look it up later.
So if you asking me and Jordan today, we saying buy Matt Ryan, especially for 2 more years. Buy him or sell him. I don't know. Heck, maybe you could sell him, get some good value. But I wouldn't mind having Matt
get
Ryan
him
on my
low.
team. Get him low, of course.
Get him low.
With the age, you only get 2 years, maybe more.
I think in most of my leagues I get him, it's like round 20.
Shoot, in a one quarterback league, I wouldn't even bother. But it'd be nice to have a little insurance policy. So that about wraps it up about Matt Ryan. Anything more to add on Matt Ryan? We good?
Well, Matt Ryan's going to be a hands-down Hall of Famer.
Well, we might as well toot his boot a little bit while
A
we
little
at
bit
it.
more. He's going to be he's a hands-down Hall of Fame quarterback.
For sure, Hall of Famer. I know. Listen, man.
The only thing he's missing is the Super Bowl, which I think the offensive coordinator screwed him out of because they kept wanting to.
I think Deion Jones screwed us out of it. The dude can't cover the bag out of the backfield. I'm telling you, man.
But also, we decided to keep passing the ball when we were up like 25 points.
Yeah.
When we were at 25 points in the halfway to the third quarter, you don't want to keep passing the ball.
All I know is
Run the rock.
We was up by
25, and
with a quarter and a half left.
that's when you want to run the rock. Waste the time. Take Devontae Freeman, give him the rock, waste as much time as you can, slapping the ball again.
How do you feel about this? I say Matt Ryan is the Dan Marino. This generation's Dan Marino.
I feel like he could be.
Yep.
Dan Marino probably had better arm strength.
Yes.
But
he was a great quarterback.
Quarterback.
Just never, because I don't really think Matt Ryan's going to win the Super Bowl this year, personally. But I do think, hey, they'll win games, which means the offense will be moving.
Because Matt Ryan has everything.
Award
except for Super Bowl.
Yep.
He has an MVP. He's been to Pro Bowls. He's won his division. He's won Rookie of the Year.
About to win another division, I hope. I'm pulling for him.
Another division.
Well, heck, that wraps it up, man. Just add the podcast. That was on Matt Ryan. We'll be getting to these other trades.
We'll be getting into them later.
Getting into them. So, yep, add the podcast.
Somebody will get into them. I don't know who. It could be me. It could be somebody else.
Could be anybody. But add the podcast. Add me on Twitter, @CrewMattHamm, add the podcast, Cruise Dynasty Podcast. Add Jordan on Twitter. Shout it out. What is it?
@Jordan 0518002000. I
Got
know it's
you.
long and all, but that's where you have me. I love talking football.
Talk football.
That's
all we do here at the Crew. So
that's all I do anywhere.
So yeah, be on the lookout for the other podcasts. Poor Man's Politics, P. Miller, Jordan Harris. It's out. It's dropped. It's out there.
Thanksgiving dinner every week.
Every stinking episode. They're stirring up the pot. So
trying to offend people already.
Well, that about wraps it up. So we out.
We out of here.